Hi, welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. We're over at Chairlands, one of our favorite, atmospheric hangouts. And we're here with Paul and Angel.
Angel.
That's right. And you can see why she's called Angel. So, Angel, how is your visit going?
It's very lots of fun.
Yeah?
Like tarsiers, chocolate hills. It's a lot of fun. And lots of malls.
And lots of malls. We've been finding out that she is a mallaholic. Would that be the right word?
Oh.
So, Paul, where are you from?
I'm from Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. Okay. And how long you here for?
We're here. I have an interesting story. I'm getting close to retirement, and I'm looking for a place. And I've always heard the Philippines were a wonderful place. So December last year, I made an expeditionary journey out here. I met Angel, and I really thought she would, at the airport, the first thing that would happen is she would run the other way as fast as she could, but she actually said
Like
hello.
reverse.
She actually stayed. It's a miracle.
Well, yeah. Well, I'll just tell you, there's a little more background story. You know, I'm a stranger from a strange world, so she brought her mother.
She brought her mother. Of course,
So her mother was there. You know, and her mother stayed, you know, Angel was there, there was a mother.
Let me tell you, that may be your guarantee of a happy life. Believe me, because Angel had turned up looking like she was about to go for a pole dancing audition. It may have looked great to start with, but eventually, as my mother used to say, it probably would have ended in tears.
Right.
So you were lucky.
Well, you do have a famous video not to go after the, the high maintenance ladies.
Well, what I call overtly sexual.
Yes.
Sexually dressed, provocatively dressed, and looking at Angel, and she's very conservatively dressed.
Well, I've always told her that, you know, I broke your #1 rule because I found the most beautiful woman in the Philippines, and I'm not supposed to do that because, you know, there's an expression.
No, I didn't say. I said don't go for an overtly sexy-looking woman. That was my rule. And also, you should actually find someone who is family oriented. That's another thing. And if she brings her mother along, that's a pretty good indication that she is family oriented.
Very
and respects her mom.
Very family. Her dad lives with her, and she takes good care of her.
And he brought a shotgun along.
So lucky.
Actually, the only issue I have with her father is his English isn't very good, so we don't communicate very well at all. I mean, it may be 5 minutes to ask him where the tea bags are or something like that. You know?
Yeah, that part is a struggle. Mm-hmm. It is a struggle, but you're the foreigner. And it's up to you, eventually it's up to you, and I know that there are going to be people who are saying, oh, Terence, you're going to lecture Paul about not learning a language. We all know that I've been very lazy, and the problem with the Philippines is that you can be lazy. You can come here as an English-speaking expat, and you can get along without learning the local language. But the problem is, as we said, you just miss so much. You know, you will end up and you will be going to dinner or lunch or any meal with a family gathering, and they'll all be laughing and joking and having a great deal of fun, and you'll be the cigar store Indian.
Right. Well, it happened yesterday.
It's already happened.
You know, her mother brought the preacher from the church along, and because they're speaking, Messiah, I didn't even know he was a preacher. So I'm glad I didn't say, it was one of those lucky things that I didn't say anything out of. So yeah, it took me a while to find out he was actually the preacher. He invited me to church. I said yes, so we'll go visit him on Sunday tomorrow. And her mother's actually a worker in the church. You know, she actually is there. So.
Which I think is worth gold.
Oh,
You know, the fact that you are coming into a family where you think that she is the most beautiful girl,
Right.
and there's reserve and there's a devotion. It's not so important. You don't have to find a certain religion, because it's not about that. It's about having a path that the person that you're going to live with is on some kind of path which shows them right from wrong. Well, that's my thing.
Right. Well, personally, I do have a priority in any woman that I'm going to be with, you know, for the rest of my life. She hadn't lied to me.
Oh, wait a minute. I can sense a magic moment coming on here. What?
No, I just believe she should be, you know, very strong in her faith, a good Christian woman, and she is. And she's proved it many times.
That's right.
Because sometimes I think I spend more time in church than with her, you know, but that's fine. You know, that's fine.
Things even out.
Yeah.
Things even out. You know, like, you know, for me, I never had the difficulty in choosing for these, as I say, overtly sexual, attractive, and I'm a guy like any other. I mean, I look and see. I used to, in Angeles City, I'd be driving through there, and I'd be driving through a particular place called Fields, not actually into the road, but that's a road that is famous for all of the bars and the places of entertainment where you do meet women whose job it is to be overtly sexual in their dress and all of that. I never had any problem with that because I never went there, and I never did want to go there.
A lot of it is your station in life. I'm in a different station in life. I have different priorities. You know, maybe if I was 25, that would appeal to me. Maybe. I don't know.
It's not the norm. It's for expats coming over, that can be very much a place that they would choose to be in. Even if they're your age or my age or whatever. That's a place that attracts a lot of
Really best.
of expats.
Is it true?
Yeah, it's true.
Don't say that. Let's
Yeah,
see.
no, I've heard that it's a big destination, but I thought maybe Thailand was more the big destination than the Philippines. And by the way, you guys have the best. There's one picture from Thailand. I know you got new hair, but there's one picture that I had to show her. The elephant, the one where you're on the head flipped around, kissing. I don't know how you did that. And the elephant has, his mouth is open. It looks like he's making, he's kind of trumpeting noise while you guys were.
We risked life and limb to get that picture.
But I know you're done, but I told you this was going to happen. Because they do 6 videos a day, and they can't build houses.
18?
No, 6 videos.
That was our record. Was 18. That's the most we ever did. But usually
They're
6 or maybe.
They're not
8.
taking sick people to the hospital in Cebu 3 times, and then they say no, I don't want the operation. Which was the most amazing thing I saw.
Yeah.
She needed that. Is she still alive?
She is still alive. She's hung on, even though during that interview with the doctor, with the surgeon, I asked him a couple of main questions. I asked him, what is the risk involved in perhaps it may not turn out well. And he said 1%. 1% risk that something might go wrong. He said, and the rest, if she doesn't have it, I said, what will happen? And he said that she would die. And then people misinterpreted that as that I was telling her that she must have the operation, otherwise she'll die, which I was, but I wasn't telling her to reinforce any argument that made me either right or otherwise. But that's what the surgeon said.
That one and another one that bothered me was a young man that was diabetic and he wouldn't take his insulin. Is he still around?
He is still around, but he's in rough shape.
Yeah, he has to be.
That once we are approved for our status, for our non-profit status, and can get back to work, his house will be one that we will be rebuilding.
Okay, that's good.
Well, not rebuilding. We're going to build a new house.
Okay.
So that's one there. Maybe that may encourage him to do other things. I don't know. Sometimes these things happen and they happen for a very good reason.
Well, my biggest concern in all of this is not so much your nonprofit status, DSWD or whatever alphabet soup of that agency is the deportation. That's the thing that bothers me.
Yeah.
Is that serious? Are they serious?
That's not a deportation order. It is only an investigation. It is an inquiry. And that's all. And our attorney is handling that. So we're not actually concerned. It's being handled. We should get a drink, I think. Are we good on this now?
Yeah, okay.
So thanks Paul, thanks Angel, and we're going to have something to drink, I think.